Hello friends and welcome on back. Today I'm going to be sharing a plan with me for the transition week between December and January, which would have been, what's the dates there? December 29th through January the 4th. There's my scripts. I need to change the blade on my silhouette, I think. I have one. I just don't want to change it because I know like all my cut settings are going to be off now. I needed to print this page of scripts, so I just went ahead and made a sheet of monthly scripts, so that will last me the entire year. Yeah. So let's get into the kit for this week. Now I pulled stickers and things, so some stuff is going to be used, I guess you could say. So I apologize for that. Also, if you can't tell, my plan is to make this a talk through video. We shall see how that works out. But yeah, so the kit I'm using this week is the Intergalactic kit from Lynner Designs. I did do the printable version, of course. So yeah, some stuff is pulled, but you'll get a general idea of what the kit looks like. I didn't really touch that page, but it's okay. I love this dog. We're definitely gonna have to use him. I do have these pretty little like full box underlay situation. And then I printed out, I love this, the newer formats of Lynn's kits have the Quinn sampler, which makes me so happy. So basically I can print all of this on one page. So we've got the Quinn sampler, the Doodle sampler, her old character sampler, and then I did print out the brunette characters. And I do have somewhere in here, is that what I want? No, I've got underlays. I just got them in the mail. Here they are. These are the Doodle Space underlays from Planet Hannah, and they are in a pixie hollow, sparkly hollow, whatever you want to call it. It looks so good, of course. So yes, let's go ahead and get started talking about what happened this week. I'm trying to think if there was anything like super crazy that happened. Oh, so I'm looking at my scripts here, like, duh. Monday, so my friend had asked me if I could, he was like, hey, would you do me a huge favor? And I was like, what do you need? He says, he was like, I need to get my truck windshield repaired, and the only day that they can do it is Monday. And they asked him to do it Monday. I guess he had asked if he could drop it off Friday and get a rental, and they told him no. So he was like, will you drive my truck Monday to I don't know what boxes I want to use here. He said, can you drive my truck Monday to the shop and get the windshield repaired? And I was like, yeah, I can do that for you, no problem. And so I get up Monday morning. He was like, well, I'm going to drive my truck to work Monday, just switch me out. So I go to work, or I go to his work. I get the truck. I drive it to Fort Wayne, which is like an hour and a half. Now, mind you, I'm not the best when it comes to like, I don't want to say driving, but like, yeah, driving. It just makes me very nervous. I'm not very confident when it comes to driving, especially a large vehicle. Like, I drive a Honda Fit, so my friend's truck is a Honda Ridgeline. The only good thing was that it controlled basically the same. Like, I didn't notice very much of a difference at all with like the acceleration. Because, you know, sometimes you get into a car and the brakes are like really touchy or whatever. This was fine. So that was nice. But yeah, it was just like, I just don't, like, it was just not. And so I get about 10 minutes from the dealership, And he calls me. And I'm like, what's up? He says, well, I just got the dealership just called me. They can't do the truck today. And I'm like, are you kidding me? He says, no. He's like, I'm going to talk to them about getting a rental so we can just leave the truck up there. So I get up there and they're like, yeah, sorry, we can't do a rental because it's not like our service techs aren't, sorry, I'm having troubles like getting things lined up with the dots. He's like, they're the what is it? The sales guy that my friend had dealt with. I was talking to him and he was like, yeah, our service guys aren't doing it. It's the Safe Light people. They're just coming up here to do this, blah, 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 blah. And I'm like, okay, that's fine. But like, technically this should have been done before my friend even drove it off the lot, because when we went to test drive it, my friend was like, you know, it's got some alignment issues. This is on, I can fix that. But my problem is the windshield. And he was like, oh, we didn't even know the windshield was broken. I'm like, you did, but okay. Like, you did. We know you did. Just don't lie. Oh shoot, I just remembered I needed extenders on a couple of these days. Tuesday. I think Tuesday and Wednesday. Oh gosh, let me get my undo out of here. But yeah, I was just like, this should have been taken care of before you even drove it off the lot. And he's like, dude, I know. Like, trust me, I'm fully aware of the fact that this should have been taken care of before. I think instead of doing extender boxes, I'm just going to put like all bougie and not put extenders. So I'm switching because I'm not a huge fan of that full box that I just pulled up. So I'm a bigger fan of this one with the donuts and the pretzels and whatever else is on here. And then I don't need one on, I need one on Wednesday. And I think I'm going to do the same just because we have the double layer underlay bougie situation. I think it'll look better. And I think for the sake of the actual stickers themselves, it'll be way easier to just do it just straight up. So that will be my that'll be all of my underlays, and I don't need them on any other day, which is good because yeah, I don't know why these ended up being the days that I was just like, I have so much stuff going on. Well, Monday of course, because well no, Tuesday, well anyway, so where are we going? Go back, rewind, where was I at? So yeah, he was just like, sorry, we can't do a rental, blah, 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 blah. So, so we're going test driving the car, the windshield. Like, he was like, the windshield's broken. Like, I want that fixed. I want that repaired, replaced, whatever. And so, like, the guy asked him, like, 6 times, like, how important is it to you to get this windshield repaired? And my friend's like, 100%. Like, I will not buy the truck if you don't get the windshield repaired. Or get it replaced. Whatever the phrasing was. And so the guy's like, okay, like, we'll get it fixed, blah, 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 blah. So my friend tells me later when him and his wife went to go buy the truck, went to go pick up the truck, you know, make the official down payment, etc., etc., they had just filled it. And it looked worse than it actually, like, it had before. Like, it looked way worse. And so, yeah, so Monday, I'm just, like, this Monday, I get up there, and of course they're like, yeah, sorry, like, we can't give you a rental because blah, 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 blah. So I got there at, let's say, 10:30. My friend had told me the drop-off window was between 8 and noon, or the service window was between 8 and noon. They don't open until 9. And at 10 o'clock, they called him and told him that the windshield wasn't available to be repaired, and they refused to give a rental. I was not mad about the fact that I couldn't get a rental. Like, that was annoying, but, like, I get it. Okay, I get it. Like, that's your policy, and also your service people aren't doing it, so, like, why would you give somebody a rental for something that's not even your responsibility anymore, right? So that is what it is. I don't care. What pissed me off was the fact that you called at 10 o'clock to tell somebody that the repair that was supposed to be done between 9 and noon wasn't done. So, like, what were you doing between 9 and 10 that you couldn't contact us and say, hey? Because obviously, like, we're driving an hour and a half to get to this dealership. Or like an hour, like a little over, probably between an hour and a half, because it's on the other side of Fort Wayne than we are. So that looks so good, by the way. Like, oh my gosh. Okay. So yeah, he was like, I'm sorry, like, are you okay to drive it up there tomorrow? And I was like, well, I have a doctor appointment. So I'm talking to the sales representative. His name is Alex. I feel like it's okay for me to out him because he pissed me off. Alex says, well, I said, what time do you need me up here tomorrow? And he's like, well, what time works for you? And I told him, honestly, I have an eye doctor appointment at 9. That will probably take an hour. I will drive the truck up here after that. So like 11:30, 12 o'clock. And he gives me like this look, and I'm like, what? I think I got a little shitty with him, and I was just like, what time do you need me up here? And he says, well, probably the same time as today. Like, you know, our repair window will be 9 to noon. Okay. So I was like, I will make it work. Okay. So on my way home, I call the eye doctor. And I'm like, hey, I need to cancel my appointment. And they're like, okay, we'll get you rescheduled. So fortunately, they got me rescheduled. I see them like mid to late January, which is fine. I just need to get my eyes checked because I think my prescription has changed. I feel like I feel old, basically. So yeah. So I call my parents because my parents had driven up to go to Costco, or they were going to go to Sam's Club. And so I call my parents and I'm like, hey, deal's off. Like, we're not, like, Monday, we're not doing this. And they're like, what the hell? And I'm like, I know. Like, I don't want to talk about it right now. Like, it is what it is. So they're like, well, ask him if you can just leave it. And I'm like, I'm not. Like, it's not my truck to leave. I'm not leaving it. So I'm like, I'm just going to go get a coffee and go home. Like, okay. So I go to Dunkin', get a coffee, go home. The next day, I get up there, I go inside, and I'm like, hi, like, I go in and I talk to the people at the desk, and they're like, oh, just take it to the service bay. And I'm like, okay, thank you. So I drive it into the service bay, which was the weirdest thing I've ever had to do in my life. I don't like driving in, like, garages, so that was just a whole nother experience. That was just on a whole nother level. Ta-da! Oh, it's so shiny. And I color blocked, so I need to make sure I pay attention to... No! Please don't flip on me, baby. For some reason, like, my glitter headers, like, right in the middle have been, like, not wanting to cut. Just in the middle. Like I said, I need to put on a new blade. I just don't want to. I don't want to, because then all my settings will be messed up. Cut through a page. So yeah, Tuesday, I drive it into the service bay. And I get out, and this person comes over to see me, and he's super nice. He's like, hi, what can we do for you? I'm like, I'm literally just here. My friend's truck needs its windshield replaced. I'm like, I'm like, the sales associate, Alex, was supposed to take care of all of this. Like, blah, 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 blah. So he was like, okay, let me pull it up. So he scans the VIN on the truck. He looks at it, and he was like, I need to call Alex. And I'm like, okay. So the guy walks away, comes back like 5-10 minutes later, and he was like, so Alex made your appointment for 10, or for 11, excuse me. It is 10 o'clock. So they were like, you can either wait or you can leave and come back. And I was like, you know what? I'm gonna leave and come back, because like I don't want to sit here, because I'm already gonna have to sit here. Sorry, I bumped you. I'm already gonna have to sit here for like an hour when they do the windshield itself, so like I'm not waiting. So I go over to the mall. I ended up at Barnes & Noble. I got myself Starbucks, and then I had gotten some money from my dad for Christmas. So I ended up using that money to buy myself a couple of books and a new board game. So thanks, Dad, I guess. I don't know. Whatever. What am I doing here? Did I mess this up? I did! Look at me go! So I'm like, I usually, when I have two colors that are very similar in a kit together, I try not to put them together. So it's like, what did I do here? That'd be what I do. You're getting like real life out of me right now. All of it. You're getting all of the life out of me right now. Because like, I'm like, oh my god, can you guys even see any of that? Yeah. I'm not, like, this is the ADD coming out of me. Like, it's bad. It's bad this morning. I don't know why. Anyway, so, yeah, I go, like I said, went and got myself a coffee, got a couple of books. I went to the game store and bought myself a game, and then I'm like, I have to leave this mall. I'm going to spend more money. I don't have it. Like, I had the cash to spend, and that was my budget. So I left. I went back to the dealership, and the same guy that was in there before, he was like, hey, welcome back. I'm like, hey, yeah, sorry, I'm a little early. It was like literally 10 minutes early. I was like, I was like, I went to the mall. I can't be at the mall anymore because I'm going to spend way more money than I already did. He was like, yeah, I get you. So he was like, well, the Safe Flight guys aren't here. So he's like, if you just want to hang out with the truck, he's like, as soon as they get here, he's like, we'll bring them over here and get everything taken care of. So like 5 minutes pass, and the Safe Flight guys come in, and we're talking and stuff, and he's giving me all these instructions, and I'm like, not my truck, don't care. Oh shoot, you know what I just realized? I don't have days of the weeks. Or do I? Hang on. I do. I have those. I have all of those. Maybe these ones would be a good idea. I need to make some, I guess. Because this planner is undated. That was all that Caress Press had available, was an undated option, which is fine. But now it's just like, if I don't use date covers, I gotta figure something else out. So fortunately I have those, and I do of course have the ability to make my own date, like days of the week scripts. Like, that's not a big problem. It's just a matter of like actually doing it. That's the problem, I guess. Where are my tweezers? Because I don't... No, they're not in there. Oh, there they are. How the hell did that happen? Oh, I don't care. I don't want to know. I don't have date numbers either. Oh my god. I am such a hot mess right now. It's fine. How did we... Oh my gosh. Now I'm questioning how this is set up. I think it's like this, isn't it? Oh, you know what? Let's do the deco first, and then we'll do the dates and all that stuff, because it'll be way easier for me to put all this in and then put the deco down. Sorry, I have to remember to stop my recording like 20 minutes. Do my recording 20 minutes at a time, because I don't know. I tried to record a video. I'm trying to think what it was. I was trying to record something and like it cut me off, and I didn't know that it cut me off. So yeah, I'm thinking 20 minutes is like the limit, which is fine. I need to know, obviously. So it's fine. Yeah, I made monthly scripts. I don't have days of the week scripts, so that's a genius on me. And I need date dots too, but that won't be an issue. I have so many date dots. The days of the week scripts are the problem. But like I said, I will get that taken care of. That, my friends, is not a problem. I'll tell you what has become a problem, though. Oh, let me finish my my story with the... So, the Stayflight guys show up, and they're like, okay, well, we'll have Alex, again, the sales rep, we'll have him come talk to you when he gets here. He's like, he's not here yet. And I'm like, imagine that. So, anyways, it gets to be like 10 after 11. I see Alex waddle his way in. Not waddle. Like, that's rude. He just like moseys his way in. Like, living my best life. Don't care about anybody but myself. And, so I see him like go out to the service bay. I can hear him talking to somebody because like I guess they were standing like right next to the door. And I can hear him talking. They're like, yeah, the truck's over with the Stayflight guys and they're getting it done and she's in there if you want to talk to her, blah 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 blah. Alex doesn't want to talk to me. Let's be real here. He does not want to talk to me. Like, I think that's pretty obvious. Oh, shoot. Oh, well. Don't care. But, yeah. So, Alex walks by. Now, mind you, I'm sitting very close to the door of the service bay. Okay? So, Alex walks in and does a literal drive-by. And he was like, thanks for coming back in. And I was like, yeah, just glad we're finally getting this done. And then as he's like majorly walking away, I was like, this should have been done before he even drove it off the lot. And so I texted my friend, I was like, oh my God, the truck is fixed. Like, blah, 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 you know, whatever. And it looked fine. As far as I know, everything's good. I'm sure he would have told me if something had happened to it. We're like a week and a half away from that. So I'm sure if something was going to happen, it would have already happened. But yeah, I was just like, and I was that night, because my friend was like, hey, I'm buying you dinner as a thank you for dealing with this. And I'm like, well, you didn't have to do that, but okay. So I go over to his house and him and his, like, we're talking, him, his wife and me are talking. And I was just telling him about this, and I was like, because I told him, I was like, yeah, as he's walking away, I'm like, this should have been done before he left the first time. And my friend was like, yeah, because I was like, did you not, like, I'm like, because you guys made this arrangement. I'm like, you said, like, I want this repaired, like, I want this fixed, replaced, whatever. And he was like, yeah, I did. And I'm like, okay. I'm like, that's what I thought, but I wanted to make sure. So I'm like, but they very clearly did not want to fix the windshield. I think they begrudgingly did what they did to it originally. And I'm just like, you know, if you guys would have like, if you would have, fixed it in like when the way that it was supposed to be fixed originally, in the first place, like, this wouldn't have been a problem. I'm just saying. So yeah, there's the date dot, or the date numbers. Let's see if we can find some date dots. There we go. I just don't know. Hang on a minute. I swear, where did I put the rest of those at? Did I put them away? Oh, look at me go. I thought I had some, yeah, but those are tiny. I thought I had some sheets of this size, but I guess I don't. Yeah, I guess I don't. Okay, well, that's fine. Let's see here. Let's just use... I'll just use these. Now I gotta remember what the date said. 29. So the days of the week scripts are from, let me zoom in. There we go. The days of the week scripts are from Stickerific. I think that shop is closed. These date dots are from Nightingale Paper Co. and her shop is still open. I do know that. So Thursday was the first? Yep. Okay, good. I can count. So yeah. We did finally get the truck repaired. It was just like I said, my main issue, I wasn't mad about them not giving a rental. The thing that I was the most pissed off about was just how all of this was handled. Like, there was just no fucks, basically, in the entire situation. And I'm just like, I don't understand how you can... Like, is this really how you want your service or like your reputation to be? Like, do you really, is this really what you want to? Because like, I can tell you right now, I will never buy a vehicle from him ever. And quite frankly, it may be the entire deal. Like, everybody else at the dealership was pretty nice, except for him. And I was just like, I hope you realize, and maybe he doesn't care, and that is what it is. I don't care either way. But I'm just like, I hope you realize that you have lost a customer. Because I'm like, I will never deal with him. Ever. Like, I will not. I refuse. I was just like, so pissed off. I'm just like, you gotta be fucking kidding me. Because like I said, like, I'm not mad about the rental situation. What I'm mad about is how everything was handled. It was just like, well, that's how it's going to be. It's just like, no, that's not how it's going to be. Like, you need to fix this. Like, this was something that was talked about before the truck was even purchased. And because you decided to cut a corner, now you have to deal with the consequences. Basically how I'm picking it up as. Maybe I'm just dumb. But yeah. But yes, because they decided to try and cut corners, they now have to deal with both a Safe Light fill and a Safe Light replace. And that's on them. And I don't have any bottom washi overlays or glitter header overlays or anything like that. So this is what we're working with, and that's okay. I think that the sparkliness of the underlays will be just enough. I don't think we need to like super worry about anything else. I'm gonna put this down first. See. It was like, there we go. It's a little crooked, but it's okay. But yeah, so like I said, they've lost that particular salesman has lost a customer. Everybody else seemed like very nice. And it was interesting because obviously I had to sit and wait for the windshield to get done. And it was like an hour. And so I got to watch a lot of people and observe. And like everybody else, all the other sales people. And like and so I think Alex said he'd been doing sales for like maybe 6 months to a year, so he's relatively new at the process. So like I'm not shitting on him because of that. I'm shitting on him because he just clearly doesn't know how to handle customers and handle himself, I guess. I don't know. That like fits up there freakishly perfect. That makes me happy. The Y is a little bit into the full box, but I don't care about that. So yeah, this is the base. Let's get on to the day by day. I'm sure y'all are so happy. Okay. So starting on Monday, like I said, truck business first thing. I did get Dunkin'. I was so mad because I'm like, I wanted Chipotle, but there's like no Chipotles close to the dealership where we were at. And I was just like so pissed. I just wanted to go home. So I was like, you know what, fuck this. I'm just going to go. I'm going to put all the boxes in on the days, and then I'll put the icons and then the scripts. I might be able to move that box down. Yeah, I'm going to. Gotta be careful. This is the risk you take when you buy like homemade foil. It's very delicate and it will pop off very easily. There we go. So Monday, like I said, truck repair. Stopped at Dunkin' on my way home, and then I just got some major tummy chubs. I did a YouTube binge, and then I did play and learn Ham Helsing, which is a new game that I got. It was pretty fun. It's a play on a deck builder, which I quite like. You're able to buy upgrades to your cards, and the upgrades, like the cards came with sleeves. And so when you buy the upgrades, they're clear cards, and you just slide them into the like sleeves. I thought it was a genius idea, personally. Here we go. Hopefully I'm explaining it well. I don't know. And then I was reading. So, trying to think, what was I reading? I was trying to finish some of my reading prompts, like very quickly trying to finish some of my reading prompts. Unfortunately, I did not do very well with it, but I tried, and that's all we can hope for. But one of the reading prompts that I was missing was a graphic novel. And so I picked up a book that Hoopla had advertised as a graphic novel. But when I started reading it, it was clearly not. So, I mean, it was fine. It was a good book. I enjoyed it. I don't remember what rating I gave it, but it was all right. It was all right. But, yeah. So... But yeah, I tried to, so the reading prompts I was trying to finish was a graphic novel, a book published the year you were born. I just freaking ripped that sticker, you guys. Oh my gosh. That's okay. That's why we have the rest of the stickers over somewhere. Do we have the pattern? We do have the pattern. You know what? I'm going to use it because the pattern's so pretty. But yes, ripped that. Yeah, so I was trying to read a graphic novel, a book published the year you were born. There was one other that I was trying to complete. And so I borrowed like 3 books at once. Oh, a banned book. I was trying to read a banned book. And so I ended up settling on A Clockwork Orange. And then this was the Apothecary Diaries. That was the book that I thought was a graphic novel, but was not. And then I borrowed The Firm by James Patterson for, is it Patterson or is it Grisham? I don't remember now. I'm questioning myself. So The Firm was published in 1991. And then, like I said, they had advertised, I thought anyway, had advertised, oh, I was like, what is happening? That goes there. And then Starbucks is going to go in the other box. So the Apothecary Diaries was the book that had been advertised as a graphic novel. So I borrowed that. Unfortunately, I did not finish either. I finished the Apothecary Diaries on this day because I basically read it while I was waiting for the truck to get fixed, or for the windshield to be done. And then on my way home, I stopped and got gas in the truck because it was low, and I'm like, I don't want to leave him without gas. And he texted me, he was like, hey, you should come over. Or he wanted his truck back, obviously. So he was like, I'll buy you dinner. Come out and get your car. I was like, okay, sounds good. So yeah, we get out there and we're talking and stuff, and we ended up watching Harry Potter and the Deathly Hallows Part 2, which I had not seen in a while. But there's so many iconic shots in that movie. It was insane. It was just crazy. But I get into my car and the asshole had left me with no gas. I texted him. I was like, I literally filled up your tank and you couldn't even get me gas. But he did get my oil. He did do my oil change for me. So that was nice. I have to remember to pay that. Probably should have paid it today, but that's okay. That is okay. They sent me a bill. He put a statement. He put like the bill in my car, but then they sent me a bill. And I was like, well, I'm so glad that your boss is on top of the billing situation, because he's not on top of anything else. Oh, my back's starting to hurt. Oh my gosh, already. We're like, what, 40 minutes into this? This video is going to be an hour long. I apologize. I'm trying to focus. It's not working. Although, to be honest, I don't think I've really gotten sidetracked that much. Could be much worse. But yeah, so got Polanco's, which is a new-ish Mexican restaurant. This was the first time I'd had it. I got a carnita torta. It was delicious. I had a delicious pork on it, and then it's a torta. So a torta is a sandwich, and so it's made on this special bread. I can't remember what it's called, but it's made on this special bread. And they put refried beans and the meat, lettuce, tomato. I think it had onion on it. It came with cilantro, but I asked him to get it without because I hate cilantro. I am one of those unlucky people that thinks it tastes like soap. But it tastes like soap too. It's not that I think it tastes like soap. It does taste like soap. Like if you were to lick or squirt, just like if you want to know what cilantro tastes like to me, just squirt some dish soap into your mouth and just let it sit there. That's what it tastes like. It's depressing. Because I'm like, okay, what does it taste like to somebody who does not have that lovely, that lovely, that lovely gene that makes cilantro taste like soap. Like, what does it actually taste like to somebody? And I asked my mom about it, and she's like, oh, I think it kind of tastes like soap, but not bad. And I'm like, yeah, you have it too. You just don't have it as bad as I do. So Wednesday was a big game day. I started off the day by learning and playing a new game to me called Lynner. It was a Kickstarter. And because I was just like, I was mega cramping, and so I just didn't want to do anything. Oh no, did I miss get gas script? No, I did. Dang it. Okay, that's fine. We'll fix it later. Won't be in this video, but we'll fix it later. And then I got an order in from Noble Knight, which is a game store, an online game store. They sell, so you can sell games to them. They kind of do, it's like a GameStop for board games. But basically they sell a lot of like people who have Kickstarters and stuff, like will sell, or sometimes they'll get extras. I think that's how it works anyway. It's the first half of the week. Look how shiny it is. It looks really good. Yeah, see, this is what I'm saying. Like, I really don't feel like I need it. I mean, this kit would have looked fantastic with full box overlays and glitter headers and stuff, but I think it looks good the way it is. So, yay. I'm really kicking myself for not having... Oh, shoot. And you know what I just seen? What I just saw? I have the puppy deco on this full box, on this box that I'm about to lay down for here. So I'm going to have to switch that out. I think, what am I doing? Oh. Wait a minute. Do I have it any? Oh gosh, I'm sorry I bumped you. Well, oh, you know what? We'll use this. It's okay. It's okay. I'm going to stick this down so I don't forget. Anyway, so yeah, got an order in the mail from Noble Knight. I bought A Place for All My Books and Rock Hard 1977 from them. So I really like Rock Hard 77, and I like A Place for All My Books, but I like it solo more than I do with other people, because it just felt so stupid ridiculous, like so stupidly ridiculous playing with other people, because it's just like you're literally just moving books. It seems like a game that if I designed games that I would come up with, because it's just, there's nothing to it. And so I was just like pissed. I played it with my friends. I went back over to my friend Rich's house. Like a couple, I think, did I go Friday? Oh no, I ripped it. It's okay, I'll fix it. Nello. I feel like I should just leave it. Nello. Yeah, I think it was Friday. I ended up going back over to their house. And we played it, and I was just like, I fucking hate this game. Like, it's like, I cannot with this game. It's just stupid. Sorry, I've got things out of order on my script sheet, so I'm like trying to pull them. But yeah. So, yeah, played it. So Rock Hard 77. Oh, I missed an icon. That's okay. We'll figure it out. Rock Hard 77 is so it's designed by... Oh shit, I put it in my other room. It's designed by a girl, and she was in a band, and I can't remember the name of the band. But it's basically like a dramatization of her life as a rock star, which I think is really cool. Or like an up-and-coming rock star, I guess I should say. And so it's worker placement. There's not a hell of a lot of resource management, but it's worker placement. It's just really fun. I quite enjoyed it. But yeah, Place for All My Books. I liked it solo. Hated it as a group activity, but I texted my our other friend, mine and Rich's other friend, and I was like, hey, do you want, or do you want to give to your sister? And he was like, I don't know. And I'm like, I'm going to hold on to it for you. I'm like, I will give it to you. I'm like, you can fucking have it because I don't want it. I was not at all impressed with that game. Where are my doodles? Nope. Where are my doodles? Oh, found them, I think. Yep, there they are. If you guys could see my desk right now, you would shudder. I'm shuddering. Let's be real here. There we go. So Friday was payday, which was much needed. I ended up paying bills, so I'm broke, but it's a good broke, I guess. Pay bills, and then I did get an order in the mail from Caress Press, which is a kit that I'll be using at the end of January for my sister's birthday, I think, anyway. And then my mom, my niece, and I went to Aldi. We went to Dunkin'. And we went to Kroger. And we did go to McAllister's after, but I did not mark that. Saturday we went back to my friend's house. So, okay, let's see here. This was actually, this was the last day of our break before we went back to school. So the week after this, you guys will be seeing I'll be back at school, which is depressing, let me tell you. But yeah, Saturday, so we went over, so I played Architects of the West Kingdom in the morning, which is a worker placement resource management type of game. If you haven't noticed, that's like my favorite type of game. I don't know why, because I'm horrible with managing resources. So. But yeah, so took a shower in the morning, played Architects of the West Kingdom, and then I went out and played with my friend's dogs. He was like, hey, you should come out so we can play. I'm like, okay. So I brought a place for all my books, rated that about a 2 out of 10. I fucking hated it. Like I said, not a fan, which sucks because I was very excited. Like, I was super hyped up. It's funner, so, like I said, I think it's funner solo than it is with friends because it's just kind of ridiculous with friends. But yes, got to play with the puppy. And then we played Place for All My Books, and then we also played Oregon Trail. Which, what was it? It's not just the Oregon Trail, it's something to the something. I don't remember. Because I was just like, I need something with a mild amount of brain power. I think, was this the night we also played? I think this was the night we also played Ransom Notes, but I didn't mark that. Ransom Notes was pretty fun. I was just up stupid late. But we played Monopoly Gamer, which is like Mario themed Monopoly, but it's got it's not just straight ass Monopoly. It's definitely more friendly if you have like younger kids that you're playing with. So Saturday morning, I woke up and everybody was talking about this 48 Hours episode. So one of my classmates actually got arrested. Her and a friend of hers got arrested for killing my classmate's baby daddy, which is crazy. Yeah, that was, when I tell you that came out of left field, I don't know how much further out of left field it could have come. But 48 Hours did an episode on it. And so they interviewed his family. They interviewed some people in town. It was just very surreal to see your town on a show that thousands, like hundreds of thousands of people watch, I'm assuming. Which is very strange. But I don't know. It's just, like I said, it's just very shocking to the whole community, really. I mean, I just, like, you don't... this is all I'm going to say. You think you know somebody and you don't. But it's also just kind of like, I just want to know why. You know? I just want to ask her why. Like, why did this happen? Because the way it sounds, this was all because he was fighting for custody of their daughter. I'm just like, now she has no parents. She's being raised by her grandparents. So make that make sense. Why is that the solution that you chose? Here's the finished spread. Look how beautiful it is. This was a blank page, y'all. This looked like this when we started this process. And yeah, I've been sitting here for like an hour. But hey, it's okay. I'm gonna... let's do this. Let's put this in my planner. So, using the same folio that I did for 2025, just because I like it. The other folio that I bought, that was a... what was it? It was a, words are not coming out of my mouth. It was the Black Blossom. I decided to use that to store my 2025 planner. I think I talked about that before, so. Look at her. She's stunning. Can we get some? You're getting a little of the bougie. But yeah, there's the finished spread. Let me see if I can find all of this remains of this kit. I know this, if this isn't all of it, it's most of it. I did use all of the underlays and the like patterned boxes, so those are all gone. But yes, if you guys have any questions about where any of the stickers are from, I do always leave links in the description box in order of appearance, but I know sometimes that gets a little cluttered and a little confusing. So if you have any specific questions, please leave them in the comments below and I will do my best to get back to you ASAP. I'm trying to get better about responding to comments. That is something that I'm trying to be better about in 2026. We're trying to get better about a lot of things in 2026, but that's definitely one of them, because I feel like I get so many notifications on YouTube, and then I get into my YouTube studio and it was like, you have comments on this video, and I'm like, oh my god, I'm so sorry. So I am reading your comments. I'm trying to respond, at least heart them, so that you know that I've seen them and that I appreciate your comments. Except spam comments, like, why is that still a thing? Anyways, here's the finished spread. I'm hoping to be able to get a January monthly kit going, so we will do that. I'm not sure if it will be something that I share, like a video, but either way, you guys will see it eventually. And I need to get my January dashboard done too. So things are happening. It's just very slow. We're just a little bit behind, and that's okay. So if you do want to see a faster version of this, the video, the plan with me that I uploaded right before this will be this week in my 2025 planner. Usually what I try to do is the like old year, so like the previous year, in this case 2025, I speed through the footage, and then in 2026 I try to do a talk through and just kind of talk about what happened this week and update you guys and let you all know that I appreciate every single one of you. I appreciate your views, your likes, your comments, all of the things. So yeah, thank you all so very much for watching. Hopefully I will see you soon with next week's spread. I'm thinking it's going to be a stunner, but yeah, I will stop blabbing, stop flapping my jaws, and lets you get back to your life. Thank you all so very much for watching. I appreciate every single one of you. And until I see you next time, bye-bye.